Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing all the information that ended up dropping for the JP version of the game from Jump Festa, from the official Dokkan Twitter page. A lot of information, surprisingly, that was provided to us. So we're going to go ahead and go over that. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And I really think the big news, of course, thumbnail and all here, is the news that the New Year celebration is going to revert back to a dual Dokkan Festival exclusive non-LR, and it's going to feature Super Saiyan 3 Goku and then Hirudegarn. So it makes sense that they haven't basically developed these two characters in quite some time, and it's nice to see that it's going to buff up movie heroes, movie bosses, and it would be very interesting to see how strong they're going to make these units on here. So let me know what you guys are feeling when you guys heard this or saw that we are getting the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegarn as the dual Dokkan Festival exclusive TUR units. Now, we don't know if Global is going to sync up on this celebration as well. Remember last year with Orange Piccolo and Not Beast Gohan, that was a special occasion. I think we might reverting back to what it was before, and that's kind of a shame because we are still thinking about the news on the sync, the merge for Global and JP, but it's seemingly getting further and further away versus getting closer. But other good news really too is that with this unit, with especially the Super Saiyan 3 Goku being introduced here, this has to mean that finally we're going to get the EZA to the OG Neo God Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This unit here should have been EZA'd a long time ago. It was like introduced in 2017 on JP, and it seems to just long forgotten. And look at look at the unit of itself here. We'll talk about the timeline in just 1 second here. Look at the unit of itself and how raw, and there's really nothing going on with this unit. Again, this is a old Neo God LR, not even a category leader, key plus 400%. Pretty wild that finally we will be getting an EZA to this unit here. Been asking for it for quite some time. Now, the interesting thing about this unit, of course, it does have a blank slate to work with, comparable to other EZAs, and if they were just to make this unit at least somewhat usable, it could benefit a lot of individuals because it's on a lot of categories, right? Super Saiyan 3 Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Turtle School, Mastered Evolution, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, and then Earthbred Fighters. And we really don't have a super strong standalone Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a unit. If you look at the stats too, still very impressive stats for such an old unit. 19,375, and then over 22,000 in attack and almost 14,000 in defense. So looking forward to seeing what they actually do to this EZA here, and then of course these two units in of itself. I think it should be a fairly good upgrade. Again, these are going to be TURs, not going to be LRs like it were last year, but that for me is okay. Now, you guys saw this already here, but the official Dokkan Twitter page basically showed a lot of information. If you guys want to check out the video, go ahead and check out the video on the official JP Twitter page, and it talked about what has been the upgrades from 8-year anniversary throughout 9-year anniversary. We got the orbs, we got the new pixel system, we got all these things going on here, and it really started highlighting and talking about when do we think the merge is going to happen, the sync of Global and JP, and they're still not clear. I'm probably not expecting that everything's going to sync up during the 10-year anniversary because we are still so far apart. Namely, the biggest issue right now is World Tournament, right? So we've had that huge delay from the previous announcement of World Tournament being initially delayed, and we haven't had a resolution for that. And basically ever since then, it seems like we haven't even been caught up on Dokkan Festival exclusives. We still don't have Super Trunks. We don't have all the other Dokkan Festival exclusives, like 17, 18, Tournament of Power 17 and 18. We don't have Piccolo and Gohan. We just it's falling further and further behind. So it seems to me that I think the 10-year anniversary makes a lot more sense, and it would be kind of normal for next year, the 9-year anniversary, to be JP only, and Global really shouldn't expect anything special from there. So that's really what they're kind of talking about. They're being clear about not being clear on when this is actually going to happen. On top of that, they did discuss a little bit of a new feature here, focusing on power level. Now, as you know, they kind of got really rid of like the importance of ranking, even team cost, stuff like that. And power level has now been the new front and center. Hey, you know what? This is how good your account is, things of that nature. Unfortunately for me, it's, I don't really work on it that much. Around like 1 million power level. It's not very high. And, but it looks like they're going to add some rewards, or ability to quote unquote power up based off of your power level. So it's going to be interesting seeing what that is going to all happen. I don't mind it, I guess, but power level isn't really a huge importance for me at this point in time in the game. I'm just like collecting, completing certain missions. But let's say if I need to get to like 2-3 million power level to get certain rewards or something like that, I guess I'll have to start link leveling. And link leveling is a lot easier than it used to be, right? So so that's something new here with the new power level system. And on top of that, they also mentioned the discontinuation of a game mode, and we haven't seen this in quite some time. And they're going to be getting rid of Chain Battle, everyone's favorite. So of course, jokingly aside, it's not everyone's favorite. That's why they're getting rid of it. But we haven't seen this since the original Battlefield. So for those OG players out there, if you guys remember the original Battlefield, which I thought it was very interesting, it's totally different. It'd be interesting to see if they could ever bring that back, just for fun, because it was pretty wild game mode. And for Chain Battle, we got a lot of great rewards from it, but really no one really cared too much about it, especially if you didn't have certain friends and things of that nature. I think they could have revamped it a little bit versus getting rid of it, but it seems like what they're doing is discussing the time and effort it takes for them to create these chain battles. It could be used for other game modes or improvements. And I don't mind that at all, right? So if they can do other things, because here's some interesting things too, right? Is like the card arts of some of these chain battles look incredibly nice. They're really good, and to see maybe some free to play units, or maybe using some of those card arts for something else, I'm okay with that. So I'm not gonna miss Chain Battle. This is definitely one of the modes that I really can care less about, but we haven't had a game mode be eliminated since the first Battlefield way back when, before they revamped it to virtual Dokkan Battle. So anyway, so wave bye for Chain Battle. Let me know for those who are maybe sad to see that go away, but ultimately I'm okay with that, as long as they can replace the rewards that you would normally get from it. So now, of course, the end of the video here, they talked about the EZA to the new units coming up, primarily the Dokkan Festival exclusive EZA to the Android 13, and we've seen this already. It's nothing very special, this EZA, unfortunately. For those who haven't seen it from the data download already, but you have target Goku and androids 170% across the board. You have a raises defense unit here in the non-transformed Android 13, and then you just get some boosts, right? 130% across the board, plus additional 130% when HP is 30% or more. The stats get increased, of course, in this EZA here, but ultimately this isn't like super OP type of unit that you're going to be using this as like a must use, right? It's a decent support unit, right? Androids and target Goku, Ki plus 3 attack and defense 30%. Would have liked to see it like maybe even boost up to 40%. Could have been a lot more beneficial, more useful here. Now when he transforms, he actually, in my opinion, gets worse because he loses the support. And this unit in of itself, like, it's designed to beat up on Pure Saiyans or Goku type events, which currently right now the end game we don't have anything like that. That's, I think, the biggest weakness of extreme class units, is that not only they're not all that good, is that we don't really have game modes that feature, hey, you need some extreme class teams to do this and get higher rewards or things of that such, right? It's still mostly Red Zone is for super class teams, right? So anyway, but that's really what they talked about here this evening. A lot of information, a lot of good stuff. I think the changes to Chain Battle is fine for me, as long as they can then add something else or use that time into something else. Again, all those card arts for Chain Battle, hopefully we get to use some of those there. Power level, the timeline for the merger, the 10-year anniversary seems like it's where it's going to be. And then of course the new Dokkan Festival exclusive, dual Dokkan Festival exclusive celebration for New Year's coming up for JP. Probably not for global, but we'll see. I don't know what they're doing global, man. The global timeline's really messed up right now. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkan, and we'll catch you next time. Later.